Bridget, I hear there are some 7 houses which were razed prior to the Interior Cabinet Secretary's visit, 2 of which belong to police reservists, and perhaps you could also enlighten us on the status of the new administrative unit.
So what is happening right now is that we are at one of the halls here at Ol Moran Township, and behind me you can see the heavy security that is within this area, signifying the presence of the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, Dr. Fred Matiang'i. He is currently meeting with the security officials here, from the Regional Commissioner to the County Commissioner, all the way to the chiefs and the assistant chiefs within this area. And just as you've mentioned, through a Gazette notice sent to newsrooms earlier on, the CS did say that this area has not been created as an administrative unit, and this is where maybe people living here will get their services from the government, in a sense trying to institute the non-existent government or security officers within this area. Remember, over the period since the 1980s, through these kinds of skirmishes, people have moved out, and in that time, I can quote the Regional Commissioner saying that when there were skirmishes as this, like this in the past, people and the police would move out of here. And he can also be quoted previously telling people when these skirmishes began that don't move out of this place, because when you move out means the security people will move out of here. Dr. Fred Matiang'i is yet to speak with the press, but in the morning earlier on, before he arrived here, we did get to tour some of the villages outside Ol Moran. Ol Moran is just the main center or hub of economy here, but there are other areas far stretched towards the horizon, far into that direction, that is in Dam Samaki, and there last night residents did not have peace. Their houses were torched, and they say so brazen or so brave are these attacks that even they are surprised that they are saying this area is under an operation or even a dusk to dawn curfew, because they do believe once 6 p.m. clocks in, then people should be having peace. But that hasn't been the case, and it is a common thread since the first day of the operation here. And even as we went there, we were with the National Police Reservists, and I can say even among the estimated 7 houses that were torched last night, 2 of them belong to National Police Reservists. They did get their guns back recently. They've been helping the security officials here, who have been also saying there was a challenge of capacity. Even the CS himself confessing that they were kind of flat-footed with what is happening here. And what we can see also is the issue of land. They are saying that once they've left their homes, or people once they've left their homes, these bandits, gun-wielding bandits, come and torch them, in a sense communicating to them that they're no longer wanted here. So they're camping. Like in Dam Samaki, I don't know why I'm saying Duka, in Dam Samaki, we went to 3 houses that were torched last night, and people still have their food, the crop is still in the field. And they've run to the nearest shopping center in Survey. And when we were there, when we were trying to speak with the people, is that they're already enlisting themselves for humanitarian assistance that was brought in by the Kenya Red Cross Society since yesterday. By yesterday, they were targeting 150 households, and that was the official record. But we do believe that by now that number has gone up, maybe almost ranging nearly 200 people who are seeking humanitarian assistance. Those here in Ol Moran are at the Ol Moran Technical and Vocational Training Institute. Those in Survey is 11 kilometers from here, are just now trying to gather within the shopping centers. We have seen boots on the ground. We always see the police. Right now, what is behind me is a testament of what people see here during the day. But when the night falls, now that's a totally different story. And we are still seeing the terror visited upon these people. And it's kind of interesting also to get to hear from the security officials confirming to us that they have boots on the ground, that they're here. But it's also the paradox. They're here, we can see their might, but then again we also find out that there were challenges also in terms of command, because we have the RDU here, we have the GSU here. It's a multi-agency effort between the police and the different departments within the police, or the National, or the Ministry of Interior, in terms of the trained or disciplined forces, but there are different chains of commands, and this maybe is what is scuttling or hampering the operation so far. The CS has promised major changes. The creation of an administrative unit here in Ol Moran is just one of them, and we do expect when he comes out to speak with the people and also speak with us, he'll also tell us more about the changes they're planning to make in regards to security and restoring sanity here in Ol Moran.
Bridget Ngana keeping her promise to camp in Laikipia County until the situation is resolved or brought under control.